right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be as respectful as I can to Russell Westbrook. First and foremost, this is one of the best athletes I've ever seen in my life. One of the most remarkable, in shape, knows his body well, is able to take contact of extreme magnitudes. Hell, the brother, to me, in my opinion, never had a serious injury in his career except for Patrick Beverley trying to make a steal while Russell Westbrook was trying to call a timeout, and he went for his knee. Other than that, Russell Westbrook's body has held up as great a body as we've ever seen. Ironically, a guy that came in the league, they actually faced off in the NCAA tournament a long time ago, Derrick Rose. Ironically, as Russell Westbrook has been able to stay in great shape and be one of the premier players in the NBA for the last decade, ironically, Derrick Rose, a guy who was on the caliber of Russell Westbrook. We used to have Derrick Rose and Russell Westbrook in that conversation of the game's greatest at that point guard position. Ironically, Derrick Rose has struggled with health, right? That just speaks to how great Russell Westbrook has been, how competitive he is, how dedicated he is to the game of basketball. I love how hard Russell Westbrook plays night in and night out. Look, there are not three other people in the NBA that I'd rather go see play than Russell Westbrook. And I mean that. Like, yes, I'm fans of other people's games more, but after LeBron, I'd rather go see Russell Westbrook play than Kawhi Leonard, because I don't know if he's going to play than other guys around the league. I'd see LeBron and maybe the Warriors, but that third spot is for Russell Westbrook because I appreciate greatness. Any night in the regular season, I'd want to see the brother play because I just appreciate how hard he gives, or how hard he plays, and how much he gives to the game of basketball. Now, I already bigged him up. Let's get that out of the way. So y'all can't say I'm a hater. I'm a realist. And I see what I see on the basketball court, and I've thought this for quite some time now. Russell Westbrook is simply playing in the wrong era, man. He catered his game to be inside out, attack the rim, and the more I attack the rim, the more space the defender will give me, which is how he's been able to excel at the mid-range jumper. A couple years ago, he was one of the best at the mid-range jumper. But at some point, those mid-range jumpers just don't make sense statistically when you're going against the Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry's coming down and chunking a three up, and you're trying to come back down court and beat me with a two. If you're going to take a two, in the minds of just how the NBA and how basketball has changed, it makes sense to get a more efficient two at the rim, right? Right? If I'm playing against Damian Lillard, if I'm Russell Westbrook, I can't just keep taking mid-range jumpers while he's shooting the three ball. I mean, at some point, 3 threes is 9 and 3 twos is 6. Right? Like, I'm just giving you the analytical breakdown of it here. So, over time, Russell Westbrook, he kind of shied away from that two-pointer. And he either was at the rim or he's at that three-point line nowadays. And the problem with that is Russell Westbrook was a good mid-range jump shooter. He's a bad three-point shooter. And it shows. He's relying on that three more and more, but he's not a good three-point shooter. But the NBA has changed as Russell Westbrook's been in it. He's, again, a supreme athlete, but teams are more comfortable defending him. And if he's not going to shoot that mid-range jumper, teams will just allow him to shoot that three. He can have that three all night as long as you ain't going to the rim. Your gift was your athleticism, not your jumper. And I'm watching him and Paul George try to figure this thing out in Oklahoma City. It is disgusting to watch a lot of nights. It is as inefficient I've seen two guys play together. Two all NBA guys. Probably both going to be in the Hall of Fame. Russell Westbrook can get a triple-double every night for the rest of his career. It won't change the fact that he plays the game the wrong way. If Damian Lillard wants to be an isolation basketball player, I'm fine with it. You want to know why? He's a great shooter. Russell Westbrook's not a great shooter, and he's playing isolation basketball. It's not going to work. It doesn't work. Now Paul George has picked it up. Because Paul George, I saw him play in the system in Indiana. I saw him play with David West, Roy Hibbert and company under Frank Vogel. But right now, he's doing exactly what Russ is doing. This, I think I heard Shaq say this on Inside the NBA. This is ugly basketball. This doesn't work. There's no system to this. It is literally just, let me get past half court. It's my turn. I got it. Give me a screen. I might need it. But what is the screen really going to do if I don't respect you Like, if the big can hop off your screen, and if the big can sag off of Russell Westbrook, and he can kind of trick Russ into taking that jumper, that three-pointer, what did the screen do? You got the switch. And if you're bailing me out with shooting three-point shots, as a defender, job well done. Yo, you can't switch and get Enes Kanter on the switch, right? And Russ is going to sit there and just relax and shoot the three. That's what the defender wanted you to do. Like, you got the switch to get to the rim, right? Because you got the foot speed on the big. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little too basketball here, but I'm just saying, he's not playing the game the right way. And I say this with great confidence. Russell Westbrook will go down as a guy who, I think he's probably going to try to do this triple-double thing for the rest of his prime. So he might average a triple-double for the next 5 years. He's already did it 3. He can do it every year. And I won't give a damn. When it's all said and done, when I tell my kids about Russell Westbrook, I'll tell them he was one of the greatest athletes I've ever seen. One of the greatest athletes I've ever seen. But he never committed to being a winner. And what I mean by that, he was reluctant to play in a system. He forced one of the greatest players of this generation, Kevin Durant, out of town. And KD was so pissed, he went and joined a team that was already great. He didn't even give a damn. He's been killed in the media over the last 3 years for joining Golden State. That's how bad he wanted to leave Russell Westbrook. He went and joined the team that beat him. Russell Westbrook has been arrogant. He's been kind of standoffish with other guys around the league. And guys talk around the league. Because I'm friends with a couple guys in the NBA. They might not ever say this in the public. In the public and with the media, they'll say we love and respect Russell Westbrook. I'm not saying that they don't. But behind the scenes, trust me, guys don't want to play with Russ. Trust me, guys don't want to play with Russ. It's one of those things like you love somebody, but you got to love them from afar because you know they're toxic. Russ is very toxic the way he plays, but you respect him because ain't nobody going out there and playing harder for 48 minutes than him. But he is playing so hard right now, and he's taking so much energy to score 2 points right now. It's kind of depressing to watch. What happened to the mid-range jumper, Russ? What happened? 3 straight years, the Oklahoma City Thunder will be eliminated in the first round. Look at Kevin Durant's legacy. His legacy will be multiple finals MVP, NBA champion, and the biggest thing you can say about him is he joined a stacked team, which might keep him out of the top 10 conversation. But if Kevin Durant keeps winning, at some point he'll force himself in that top 15 conversation. Russ, 3 straight years triple doubles. 3 straight years eliminated in the first round. He'll never win in this league, ladies and gentlemen. You know it. I know it. That Oklahoma City Thunder team knows it. That Oklahoma City Thunder fan base knows it. Billy Donovan, the head coach of the Thunder, don't know it. And I'd be willing to bet right now, after 2 years of playing with Russell Westbrook, I bet Paul George knows it. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. They are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Mr.Taliaferro.
Mr.Taliaferro. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the Triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.